Yes, and on the line with us is also Dmitrij Hasenkampf from Cargo Eurasia. Dmitry, welcome.
Mayuri, thank you for having me.
DB Cargo has also been very actively trying to convince the Chinese government, so to say, to permit these electric vehicles on the train. How is it going? Are there any updates?
Mayuri, as you remember, when we had the summit in Venlo 1.5 years ago, I stated that we are expecting Chinese delegates for exchanging know-how in packaging and transporting of dangerous goods in Europe. Due to the spread of the COVID infection, of course, this delegation didn't come to Europe to visit DB Cargo. And logically, we have not been able to exchange the know-how practically. A couple of weeks ago, we had a very good meeting with the China Rail authorities on the highest level with the international departments, and they showed a lot of interest in transporting dangerous goods and the batteries, especially on the One Belt One Road. But as per now, the lack of know-how, like I said, the packaging and the transportation know-how is to be required now. And right now we are trying to produce some videos in order to provide this know-how to China, more or less.
Because what is it exactly they need to know about the packaging?
Well, the topic is very delicate in general. I am not sure whether it's the lack of know-how or it's just I don't know, trying to find reasons. I hope not, but for sure they want us to provide the concepts for packaging and transportation of dangerous goods, as like our experience is very long, and we are doing this a lot in Europe with the biggest customers like BASF, CATL, and in China it has been prohibited for years. So it's pretty understandable that the colleagues are trying to exchange this know-how in order to be prepared for eventually accepting those kind of commodities to be transported on rail.
Yeah, because with the right packaging, it would be safe.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is it any different in China than in Europe in terms of infrastructure, or does that not matter?
I don't think it matters. I just think that the colleagues in China they respect the European know-how a lot. You can see it from they inviting leading experts for infrastructural matters, terminal experts. They're building a lot of terminals with our European experts. I just think they respect the experience so much that they just want to acquire some of the experience and know-how in transportation and packaging before actually starting this in China.
Yeah, and do you see a shift in stance now that the electric car demand in Europe is rising?
For sure. Like I said, they went very openly into the discussion. They assured that they are absolutely interested in putting those volumes on the Trans-Eurasian corridors. They would not only benefit from those cargoes in westbound, but there is a big demand in eastbound as well. Like I said, well-known chemical producers from Europe are wanting to go to China and use this railway solution, but cannot do this because of those restrictions. And not only, there are some weight limitations as well, which some of the commodities are also restricted. So they showed a lot of interest. They promised to build a working group We promise them from our side to provide the needed know-how and experiences to them in form of videos, or maybe there will be some live meetings or something like this with the factories. So for sure, from both sides there is an interest, a big interest, and we want to explore those options.
Yeah. We just heard from Alice Defrenal how she is going around and with ships and trucks. Do you also have such services?
Absolutely. So in fact, we are also using the same routes for demanded volumes. We run 5 trains in the beginning of the year from Europe to via Vladivostok to Shanghai. Actually, the route is working as such. There are some seasons where you have some weather influences which can cause some delays on the transportation. But in generally, this route is very workable for sure.
Yeah. And is there indeed an increase in demand for Chinese products in Europe and the other way around when it comes to electric cars?
Well, I think yes. I think Alice made it absolutely clear that the demand is growing, and we for sure will need to tackle these issues in Europe as well.
Yeah. In the beginning of this year, I talked to Carsten Hinne, your CEO, and his New Year's wish for 2021 was that it's going to happen this year. What do you think? Is that too optimistic, or is it possible?
Well, I am a friend of optimistic prognosis, and I think in Venlo I actually stated that it might be that the first containers will run with dangerous goods will run already in 2020. Well, of course, uncertainty happens. I didn't know that the COVID infection will start, but well, I hope that we will run first containers on the Trans-Eurasian Railroad this year. Hopefully the wish of Carsten and all of us to transport those kind of commodities on rail will come true. And let's see. For sure we are working on those topics from both sides, from Chinese government side and from our as well. We are involving pretty high-level authorities in order to tackle those problems, and let's see. We are doing everything we can, and we will need to live with the results.
Yeah. Now, just for the people who don't know, Venlo was in 2019, I think, November 2019.
I think, yes, November 2019.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm missing the face-to-face events very much. So
we do too. Yes, hopefully soon. Hopefully also this year.
I hope it was a wish from your side for the new year.
Yes, it is. Okay, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll talk again.
Thank you very much.